In our feature segment today, you'll meet two Missouri brothers who own the largest free and open-range egg operation in the nation. Now, you've heard that participating in FFA and 4-H can help young people to be successful. Well, that's how these brothers got started. This overnight success has been years in the making. Markets Delaney Howell reports from Centralia, Missouri.
As of September 2015, the USDA estimated there were 23.6 million cage-free hens in the United States, nearly 7% of the entire domestic flock. The Stanton brothers of Centralia, Missouri, count their birds as part of that figure. Dustin, 23, and Austin, 19, built their business with hard work, and after nearly a decade of diligence, they are the proud owners of the nation's largest free and open-range egg operation. But the roots of Stanton Brother Eggs stretch back even further.
The business actually started in the first grade through a 4-H incubation project. The class incubated 6 baby chicks, and from that project, one of the kids got to take them home. I was the only kid one of those baby chicks until the very last day, and then another girl also wanted them. She put her name in the hat to try to win them, and she did win them. I came home a little teary-eyed, but my uncle was here, and I told him my predicament. He ended up buying me my first 6 baby chicks, and that was how it started, and it was just an allowance at that point.
Dustin's first attempt at raising chickens included an old chicken shed that had fallen in, some 5-gallon buckets, and a set of old chicken feeders. Since then, the operation has grown to nearly 20,000 layers in 5 buildings. And recently, the pair built a state-of-the-art structure along with the help of their father. The brothers prefer brown highlines and bovines as their breed of choice because they are easy to handle and convert small amounts of feed into large eggs. In 2007, Dustin joined the FFA and bought 500 layers to use as his SAE, or Supervised Agricultural Experience Project. Following the leap in egg production, the brothers decided to jump into retail, selling their bounty at the Columbia, Missouri Farmers Market. For the first 3 weeks, they faced horrible weather and low sales. By the 4th week, they were ready to quit, but they ended up selling 40 to 50 dozen eggs. The bump in pay was enough encouragement for Dustin and Austin to continue traveling to Columbia, Missouri every Saturday morning in the summer for the past decade. The pair sell an average of 400 to 500 dozen eggs every week. Karina Smith, market manager for the Columbia Market, has worked with the brothers since beginning her position as the manager for the past 3 years.
I think customers have kind of the same feeling as I do. You know, they really they appreciate you know, that the boys started this as a, you know, when they were younger, and they worked their way up to as successful as they are now, and they all love their eggs too.
Their farmers market stand is visited mostly by returning customers who look for the iconic giant stuffed chickens. Dustin and Austin also count college dining halls, numerous senior care facilities, restaurants, bakeries, and supermarket chains among their customers. Weekly rounds include Hy-Vee, Schnucks, and Dustin's alma mater, the University of Missouri. The Stantons got their product onto the shelves of a Missouri Hy-Vee after customers recommended their product to the store management. Sarah Bartow-Fuller is the assistant merchandise manager at the Broadway Hy-Vee in Columbia, Missouri.
They're our #1 selling egg for sure. They even outsell our Hy-Vee Health Market brand, which I'm probably not supposed to say, but they are a very good selling egg.
The Stantons have lived within a mile radius of their original homestead in Boone County, Missouri, since the family emigrated from Ireland in 1845. Although the details of the Stantons' lineage are murky, Dustin and Austin have been either the 6th or 7th generation to be involved in farming in mid-Missouri and have a desire to remain on the family farm for as many years as possible.
And it's not really the business as a goal, it's just staying on the farm. That's been the main goal for both Austin and myself. We've always wanted to stay on the family farm, and it literally can't sustain 30 families in the future, both our parents, Austin, and myself. And so to kind of diversify and get away from it, I've kind of counted the egg business and the Stanton Brothers side of things as our off-farm while being on the farm income. So we're still able to help on the farm with the daily things with the cattle, the crops, the mechanics, and things like that. But the eggs is what keeps us here.
Diversification and expansion are always on their minds. The brothers were intrigued by their ancestors' involvement in the potato industry, and Austin spurred a transition to expand their operation.
My brother had a paper he wrote for his, I guess, senior year. So I found his paper and I'm like, potatoes, that's a great idea. So I ran with it. And it also goes back to ancestors. Whenever we came from Ireland, we came from the potato famine, and they grew potatoes in Ireland. So why not grow potatoes now?
The Stanton brothers are kept busy with more than just eggs and potatoes. Both help their father manage 400 acres of milo, which is used to feed their flock. They also help with the family's 80-head cow-calf operation, and recently, the brothers expanded operations to include a honey-based ice cream, which they sell at local retail outlets.
As far as splitting everything up, Austin's very hands-on, and so he's actually going to school for an Ag Systems Management degree, which is a more hands-on degree. And so he does a lot of the production side of things, and I do a lot more of the book and record-keeping things.
The two are well aware their success was made possible with the help of their parents, Andrew and Judy Stanton, as well as their 3 part-time employees who help with day-to-day operations, including egg collecting, washing, packaging, processing, and distribution. Almost all of their business expansion has been by word of mouth, as was the case with Hy-Vee, which has given the boys more time to spend on other aspects of their business.
I'm at that point where I'm kind of just focusing on the business, and I have been out of school almost a year now, and I come to find out I have less time now than I did when I was in school.
But even as the business continues to grow and expand, their true success lies with the bonds cultivated through generations of dedication to family and farming.
Working as a family farm it's very a cool thing to do, because whenever you're thinking about a family business, you think everyone works together, and whenever you sit down to eat or go on a car ride, you all know what's going on with each other's lives. And so it's just really good because you get to build that communication with your family, get to know what's going on with each other in their lives, and you also get to work together. So it's a really neat thing to do.
For Market to Market, I'm Delaney Howell.
You can watch this story again on Stanton Brothers Eggs on our Farm Week website, farmweek.msucares.com. You can also watch Farm Week stories on our Farm Week USA Facebook page and YouTube. We'll also have a link to the Market to Market site where you can see the original story as well as read the script. We're also available at twitter.com/farmweek. You can also find Stanton Brothers Eggs on Facebook.